And welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil. All right, so I was listening to podcasts. Trevor Noah has a podcast, and he had Gabriel Iglesias on there.
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Okay.
And so Gabriel Iglesias was saying that when he decided to, the doctor said, hey, you need to do something about this weight. It's 445 pounds.
Wow.
And the doctor was like, you're cutting your life short. So he decided to take the weight off. And people were a little upset.
Because he was no longer fluffy?
Because they were saying he wasn't going to be fluffy anymore.
He's hilarious, whether he has the weight or not. So, I mean, that's a non-issue. I mean, everybody has their opinion.
Right.
But whether you're 400 pounds or 200 pounds, if you're a comedian and you're funny, you're funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he's hilarious.
And so I was curious because I know that there have been love relationships that have struggled because of weight or someone wanting to make a transformation.
Okay.
Whether it's, physical, lose weight or, have some kind of surgery or whatever have you. But if it's for the better of someone's health, and he basically was saying, he was 40 and he wanted to at least make it to 50 at this point, so it was a situation where it was either shorten your lifespan or take control of it, which for a lot of people, that's what they want to do. So I'm just, I know sometimes a person will marry somebody that's,
voluptuous.
Okay. And the voluptuous may be slightly unhealthy.
I was going to say, this is the thing. When you love someone, you should love someone. And not just what they look like, not what they can do, but loving the individual. And with that, you should always want what's going to be the best for them, particularly when it comes to health and quality of life.
Right.
I mean, to me, that's just a no-brainer. That's just my take on it. If it's someone's health and quality of life that they're making an effort to improve, you should be supportive all the way.
And to that extent, I also believe that if you're in a love relationship with someone that has unhealthy habits.
Well, and, not just the physical health and the unhealthy habits, but mental health as well. And again...
May it's Mental Health Month.
Okay. If you love someone, you should love the totality of who they are. But that love should be definitely where you're advocating. Even if they're not, you should be advocating for what's going to provide them the best health and the best quality of life. Mm-hmm. But if they're making efforts to do that, then you should definitely be a cheerleader all the way.
Right. And, you're not going to let your child take a fork and stick it in a socket.
Well, now it depends on the parent.
And
it depends.
Terrible. I hope not. So with that, would you not really want to make sure that your loved one, your spouse, your partner, is not taking themselves and sticking them in a socket? So, I just believe that it should all be done in love. In support of one another, but sometimes you do have to say, hey, I
was going to say, be the advocate and or cheerleader, depending upon where your loved one is. Mm-hmm. If they're not advocating for their health, then you need to be the advocate and speak up.
Not nagging.
Speak up, encouraging, lovingly, but challenging them to be the best version of themselves. But if they are there, then you should definitely be the cheerleader. Yep. Get out your pom-poms and sis boom ba.
Yep. So get ready for your pom-poms.
All right. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.